Okay.
Hey.
Hello, everybody, and I am here with the amazing Dr. Breanna, and we are here to talk about, celebrate, and announce the lighting of the torch of her brand new book, Redefined, by Dr. Breanna Boss James. Hello, how are you this
Oh,
morning?
hello, hello, hello. I am absolutely excited this morning. Oh my goodness, this has been
Mhm.
a long time coming. So I am ecstatic on this morning. Thank you so much
Oh, yes.
for
It is
everything.
exciting, and congratulations on this big win. So everyone, you can go and get your copy of Redefined on Amazon now. Pretty soon gonna be out in paperback and all the different places. So Dr. Brianna, why don't you tell everybody what drew you to share this personal story and really what is the main messaging behind Redefined?
Absolutely. So the full book title is Redefined Flourishing in Life While Becoming Wife. So picture this, the pandemic. I'm working, but not working. I'm about to be laid off, and I know I'm about to be laid off because of the pandemic. And I'm laying in bed. Lord, what am I supposed to do with myself? This don't make no sense. I need to do something with myself. And he has me go to Instagram out of all places. And I'm scrolling, and I'm not one of those that scrolls, but I'm just scrolling. And then I hear a stop, and I click on the video, and it's talking about the foolishness that is taking place, mainly with Christian women. It's with all women, but my focus is Christian women, um, and what they're not doing while they're quote unquote waiting to be married. There's this whole epidemic, and it's been going on since, I mean, I remember even back in high school and they're having conversations with us in church. You wait to get married, great. You learn to cook, you learn to clean, you respect a man, and you've got all that together, you've gotten your degree, the man will come. Yay. And you just sit and wait. Yeah, no. Because yeah, I got that message in high school, started thinking about being married at 25. I am 42. Oh boy, ain't here yet. So just imagine, had I been sitting here just waiting. I knew how to cook, how to clean, I respect folks, all that stuff I got together. But I was just waiting to be married, and I found myself stuck in that. And after I watched this video on Instagram, I was like, God, this is crazy. There's more
Mhm.
than this, there's better than this. And women need to know that you need to live now fully. Yeah, you want to be married, and yeah, it happened, but what does right now look like? What is God calling
Yeah.
you to do now? You know you're called to be married. He's not here yet. So now what do you do? And that is
Yeah.
where it came from. I watched that book, and then all sorts of stuff just started to download to me. And then I got up and I started typing. And I mean, I was going, like 3 months going. And now this is the crazy part. And after 3 months, I completely forgot I was writing the book
Yeah.
for like 9 months. Forgot I was even writing the book. But that's just how it got started. Was back in 2020, laying in bed, about to be laid off, wondering what am I gonna do. God took me to a Instagram video, and I just really started to see the foolishness that was in existence and how we women can do so much more for ourselves. And there's so much that God has for us
Mhm.
right now if we but trust in Him, find our identity in Him, and then do what He calls us to do while we prepare for marriage.
Yeah. I love that, and, I love that you put in there flourishing while waiting to be a wife because really, yeah, life doesn't just start then, like you said, it's now, like, live in the now.
Yes.
Um, and before we went live, I was telling her how I love her cover, and I love how the window makes a cross, and she's like, "I didn't even mean to do that at first, like, I was just making it." But, that just shows you, like, he's there in everything you do,
Yes.
and, he just showed himself, right? And that, like, don't forget,
Mhm.
I'm front and center, and it's just so powerful, that picture, that you can have all these scenes, but really that center still needs to be there,
Yes.
so such a powerful, powerful message and so needed because so many women might even feel, those women that go out and put their the mind to building whatever career they want. And then but in the back of their mind, they're thinking, oh, but I'm supposed to be getting married. I'm supposed to be having a family. And what am I doing wrong? Why are things
Yes,
not coming?
that part.
Like just allow it to come. I know I didn't, um, when I was in high school, I was like, I don't want to be married. I didn't even see myself having
Uh,
kids. Like it wasn't my main focus. I was like, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to get this job, and I'm going to have this career. And I did all those things. And then, I just met my husband at some point, and then we just were together, and then we just had kids. Like none of it was really planned, none of it was really structured. It just happened. So I understand that mindset of just not putting it first. But in the back of your head, you're always still, that's why I said, you're always still like, oh wait, am I doing the right thing? And questioning yourself, when really, I hope women take away the message from that you don't have to question yourself. Like just live in the now, focus on what you're doing, be you, have fun. Those things will happen all the time they're supposed to happen. No matter how much we try to push it, that time's already set forth.
Yeah, listen, the one thing I encourage anyone not to do, do not push, don't force, don't try to do it yourself. It never works out well. You'll always end up with the wrong person. We're single for a reason, for as long as it takes. Because at the end of the day, the quote unquote waiting season that we're in, the waiting room that a lot of people like to look at it as, it's not a waiting room. This is a training and development period and phase that we're in, where God can pick and pull the things that we don't need, that we do need, put in what needs to be there, mix and mesh things around, and we can really be fully equipped to, one, walk in our purpose now, the God designed purpose that He's given us, do that thing now without any extra hindrances. Now, for those of my sisters that have kids, bless the Lord, you will have a slight hindrance, but guess what? You get your kids to buy in, they will be the one encouraging you. Mommy, you said you were going to read this book. I ain't seen you read the book yet. They will even prepare you to do what it is that you need to do. So it doesn't matter, but definitely once a man gets in the picture, your energy, your time, your effort is completely pulled to the other side. And then if you have a man and children, it's really pulled. So now you have to find time for yourself. Or when you're single, you have built-in time to build yourself, to develop yourself, to allow God to come in and do what it is that He needs to do in you, to develop your skills, gifts, and talents, and then to actually use them and have fun using them. Make all the mistakes, enjoy it. Everything is for a reason. And then one of the main things that I like to tell women is, right here, right now, during your single season, you may not know who your husband is. Your husband may not know you. But guess who knows everything? God. The Lord knows who you're going to marry. So one of my greatest prayers is, God, whoever He is, you know Him. You know what He likes, what He doesn't like. You know, if this one thing that I do that is just we're gonna be bumping heads because I do this one thing. If I don't need it, let's just go ahead and get rid of that now. Why we have all the time that we're using, just get rid of that. I don't need it. So start to shape and mold me to be complementary to Him, shape and mold Him to be complementary for me, and we get this thing going, knowing that now we're working on two people's mindsets, two people's wills, two people's ways, thoughts, processes, ways of living. That's gonna take time. And I've learned to be okay with the time, because I'd rather want something that's custom made for me than just throwing something in the pot.
Yes. And so I know, the epiphany came to you during the pandemic in 2020, and you started writing, and then you kind of put it on the back burner for a while, and then you come back to it. And, I'm so glad that, we found you and you found us and you said yes. But you want to talk a little bit about, just the writing process?
Yes. So like I said, I went in hard, because probably like a week or so after, that's when the actual layoff happened. So I had nothing else to do. So I was literally writing like I was working a job. And I was writing it one way. And then literally one day I just woke up and I forgot about it. I don't know. I've been saying the devil be stealing stuff, because when I say it was gone, it was gone. And I even text messaged a friend and told her I was writing the book. And she is that friend that will check in with you on what you say you're doing. She will ask you how it's going. But for some reason, for 9 months, I didn't get one check-in, one nothing. And I woke up one morning and was like, I'm writing a book. Oh, snap. And pulled it out. And I kid you not, 2 days later, she sends me a text message, hey, how's the book going? I'm like, you were my anchor. You were supposed to remind me that I'm writing the book. So it was funny. So I got back doing the process. It was the end of 21, beginning of 22. And I started writing. I gathered a bunch of research. I mean, I'm reading books, looking at YouTube videos, training courses, all the things, praying, fasting. just to get the download of what it is that God wants me to focus on in this book. And like I said, I started with it one way, and then it shifted, because the main focus at first was preparing to be married, and not just kind of sitting there waiting passively, but actively doing stuff. But when I came back to it, it really became a full-fledged focus on pretty much 90% of the book being, you need to do you the way God is calling you to now. And then the last chapter, we're going to figure out, okay, this is what you need to do to prepare for marriage. But really honing in on boldly living their lives now. And so then that's the way the train of the writing went. And it was, again, an on and off pattern, because I have long COVID. And so the brain fog and memory loss is real. So literally, it would pop out of my mind, pop back in my mind. So I probably was only working on the book for maybe a year and a half total, maybe. But once you put all the time together, I believe everything is perfect, because had I done it when I was going to, I hadn't met you all yet.
Yeah.
So you all wouldn't have been my publishers, and you all are the greatest ever. Sidebar plug: if you need to get your book published, She Rises is the business. Just, it's epically wonderful. And so I'm excited about just even the whole process of dumping things and realizing what I've learned, even from my past relationships, what I needed to do, who I need to be, things that I didn't realize that I wanted in a relationship, that I needed in a relationship, from my non-negotiables and different things like that. A lot came out even for me. And then realizing that as I'm writing the book, I'm building my own journey with God, prioritizing Him, putting Him first, outlining my skills, gifts, and talents, really using those and not running from them, and not just sitting around doing nothing, but really doing what God has called me to do. And in the process, launch business and all of those things. So it was good.
I love it. I love it. I'm so glad we're part of your journey. Everybody, go get your copy of Redefined by Dr. Breanna Boss James. And I'm so excited for this. You're always such a light, such a positive person. And I love that you are bringing this courage and confidence and positivity to this subject, because I do believe it is so needed in today's world. So many young women out there, just trying to make their own way. And this is a great book to help guide them. So I look forward to our next conversation, when we can dive a little more deeper in the discussion panel into some subjects in this book. I also look forward to celebrating with you at the author celebration, while we celebrate all the wins this book is having. Everybody, go get your copy now. It's available on ebook, on Amazon, Kindle, and very soon the paper book will be available on all retailers worldwide. Dr. Breanna, congratulations. I hope you have an amazing day. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.